Yo, what's going on, people? What's going on? Coming live and direct, completely unedited, on my way to work. And every day, I'm gonna do a video, even when I start school. Hopefully, nothing comes in the way of that. But I'm going to try to learn something new every day, or brush up what I've learned. And if I make videos, I feel like if I'm wrong on something, because guys, I'm learning myself day by day. If I do videos and I feel like something I said was inaccurate, I'll brush up what I learned. I don't know. I feel like that's a better way to learn. If I record myself and see my progress, and I don't care if I'm wrong on some things, but this is why it's called learning. So, the few people that are watching, maybe you can join with me and learn. And a lot of these videos are going to concern religion, science, math. History is important, but not so much. I'm more concerned at this point of the world around me and the tools that can unlock a lot of mysteries. That's really where my mind is right now. And nothing else. And I'm not like, I don't want to impose what I think on anybody. If you want to watch the news, if you like to be entertained, I don't want you to feel guilty if you watch the news. Because sometimes, work can be stressful. Maybe we need a good laugh just to relieve ourselves. But I've been consuming that garbage for 12 years. 2000, I told you it was Occupy Wall Street, then Trayvon Martin, and then I just started watching news stories on YouTube. See, the news didn't evolve into what it is now, where they post their clips on YouTube. Before, you had to actually watch Channel 17 or Channel 6 to see what happened today. The only news that I will watch is any alert I get on my phone. If it's like an Amber Alert or like an emergency where the National Guard is called in, I was joking, I was being flippant in one of my videos, but I don't want to be in the midst of a riot if a riot's going on. If it's another uprising here, I don't want to be in the midst of it. So that's the only time I care, if it's urgent. But as I walk today, we're going to talk about, I see a bus, but I don't want to go the long way. And I want to get down there by like 4:50, 5 o'clock-ish. But guys, I'm going to talk about, I brushed up a little bit on the basic unit of matter, which is atoms. I'll give you my interpretation of the first day in the Bible. And there's one more thing that I'm missing. I don't see no bus. So it's mostly the first book, the first day. So the first day in the Bible and the basic unit of matter, which are atoms. But I want to give you a little health advice. And I think it's pretty obvious where I got this from. There's nothing that I had to research. If you know about yesterday, just take this advice from me. If you want to live long, if you want to feel better, if you want to feel, you're not a God, by no means. No one is God. That's blasphemy to call yourself a God. And people that call themselves God, most of the time, don't last long. Because God is not to be made a mockery of. But if you want to eat some godly food, this is what I recommend. So you need to fast for an entire day. Don't see no bus. You need to fast for an entire day, or do what I do, which I did yesterday. You're not going to feel as hungry as you usually would. Or you can run around the block until all the food digests in your system. But you feel refreshed. Like when I used to jog, I can't really jog like I once did. But when you jog, it's like your pores are open, sweat is going down your whole body. It cools your body down. Like your brain actually functions better when you jog, when you run. All that blood is pumping in all your areas of your body. But you want to know how to feel godly, not a God, but you want to feel. You know what God's foods are. So foods, vegetables, or fruits, right? This is the debate. What is better, fruits or vegetables? I feel that vegetables are superior over fruits, and this is why. You will feel better eating a food. Take it from me. Eat any vegetable, eat any root vegetable that is closer to the ground. The vegetables that are more, the root vegetables that grow from the ground, the stem, those vegetables make you feel a lot better. You don't feel bloated and tired. Most of them all of them are gluten-free, to my knowledge. I'm trying to learn about all of them. My first ones right now are potatoes. The regular potatoes are fine. I'm eventually going to go organic, but start eating the foods, the root vegetables that grow from the ground, that are more closer to the ground. Well, they don't grow out of the ground. They'll just pop up out of the ground. They have like a stem. Because I was looking up all this on Google. They have like the stem where you let me cross. Come on, go ahead, man. Where you break it off, versus like the other vegetables that come from trees. I can't really explain it. It's more of like a feeling. But the vegetables that come from like the trees, they don't really have the same effect as the vegetables that are closer to the soil. I don't really know why, but I've been doing potatoes, sweet potatoes, and I feel really good. I don't recommend messing them up. Like, don't put ketchup on them. Don't boil them in canola oil, olive oil, because that's not natural. Most of the time that stuff is filled with all kind of chemicals and all kind of drugs to increase their shelf life more. Better off just eating them naturally how they are. Don't fry them. The best thing I could recommend is baking. Bake them or boil them. That's what I boiled them in fresh water. Like I said, don't fry them, because it loses the feeling of godly food when you fry them. That's just a little health advice if you care to listen to that. But don't, like I said, you have to do like the root vegetables, because you want to eat enough. You don't want to you got to find other, you gotta have more than just potatoes. But start it off with the root vegetables. Like I said, the fruits are great refreshments, like watermelon. I have a watermelon in the house, but I feel that vegetables are better than fruits. First though, now the first day in the Bible, we're going to talk about when God. So before God, the world was a formless wasteland. There's a lot of interpretations by different Bibles. It was a formless wasteland. It was a formless abyss. It was formless and void. And God swept through the waters. And I guess that's implying that there was water before the earth. Before we formed the earth, there was water. Maybe, maybe not. Somebody help me on that. But he swept through the waters, the Spirit of God, and he said the words, "Let there be light." God saw that it was good, and he separated the light from the darkness that we initially started with. So, I'm thinking all this is connected to the solar nebula, because before the formation of the solar system, we had the solar nebula, which was filled with gas and dust, emptiness. They say that the entire universe, the solar system is about 4.67 or 5.67 billion years old. I probably got that wrong. Probably like I said, I'm still learning day by day. So 5.67, and you're going to be amazed at how my progress like a year or two from now. But I remember it was like 5.67 billion years old. That's how old the universe is. The Earth is a little bit younger. Humans only been around, they say, for about 300,000 years. Some say books differ, Google differs, Wikipedia differs. It's always a different number. But what I interpret from that is, before God, we were in complete darkness. And he shined his light to free us from darkness. And I don't look at it as to be taken for granted. If he freed us from darkness, I don't think we're going to die in darkness. We're going to meet him when all this ends one day. I want my life. I want to live a long life. I don't think that he intended us to die in darkness if he freed us from darkness. I just don't believe that. Even if we don't believe in him, or we're not following what we're being told to do. But yeah, that's my interpretation of that. And I know what atoms are. I took a biology class, didn't finish it. Like I said, I'm going to work in my 30s. I'm going to work on finishing the things that I start. Nothing cool about not stopping not finishing what you start. This is going to suck, man. All this snow is melting, but it's going to snow on Friday. The atoms. So if you don't know, everything that exists in the world, everything starts with an atom. My phone, my hand, my body's made up of atoms. Everything consists of atoms. They are the basic unit of matter. And they're very tiny, very small. You can't see it with the naked eye. You have to look at them through a microscope. And this was first thought of by a Greek philosopher. Her name started with like a D. I don't want to pronounce his name wrong. So he thought of it first. He thought of the idea of like you chop up an apple, and it has to be like an unbreakable foundation. Like everything starts with a foundation. I think Aristotle, the guy that thought what he wanted to think, he wasn't no intellectual to me, but he thought that everything was created by earth, wind, and fire, not the rock band. But he felt like the elements of earth, wind, and fire created everything. He thought that everything started with earth, wind, and fire, but no. Everything, to the scientists, starts with atoms. So atoms are small. We can't see them. I'm gonna wait. I'm not trying to cross. We can't see them with the naked eye. But there is even a smaller subatomic They call atoms. Atoms are smaller within themselves. They call it the subatomic. I'm using it. I'm saying it in the wrong form. Like I said, a year or two from now, I'll be a little more caught up with the terminology. But it's the protons and the neutrons are the subatomic form, the subatomic part of the atoms. That's a better way to say it. I'm just brushing up on all this today. So, and I'm not ashamed to be wrong on anything. Like I told you, I'm not no genius. I'm not no smart guy. I didn't think of this stuff myself. I'm just trying to learn it. Not necessarily memorize it, but understand it, to learn it and try to make sense of all this stuff. But within the atoms, you have even smaller parts, which are the protons and the neutrons. The protons and the nucleus too. The protons give a positive charge, and the neutrons give a negative charge. That's where the show Jimmy Neutron, he has the sorry. He has the image of the atom, like the proton and the neutron. He has that. He has it on his shirt, and it's on the TV show. And I think it said that the nucleus holds everything together. Like I said, I'm gonna reread everything. But this is like my progress. I want to just see how I evolve from now to like a year from now. I'm not ashamed to be wrong on anything. I'm not, cause like I said, I'm not gonna come off like I just know everything. Everything is learned. You don't naturally just know everything. It's not innately like given to you. You have to learn these things. I cannot challenge the idea, the theory of atoms. They call it the atomic theory. I can't challenge that. I will have to just accept it for what it is. Yeah, it's the basic building blocks of all matter. I don't have anything in rebuttal. It's widely accepted. And I don't have another theory that comes to mind that would debunk that everything starts with atoms. I don't have anything that comes to mind. But I have to just accept it. But yeah, that's my video on that today. Peace out, guys. And hoping, like I said, I want to draw in a new kind of a new audience. I was talking about a lot of the wrong things. And yes, guys, elementary school, high school, they were dreadful for me. I just went, so my parents didn't get a truancy notice in the mail. But I didn't really pay attention to school. But like now, I value learning as much as I can. And I don't think nobody at my job would understand what I'm talking about either. Maybe a few. But this is what I said. I'm just learning right now. I don't want to be working in no factory forever. So day by day, I'm gonna just do videos, see my progress, and try to make sense of this world around me. I don't want to just live in it, dwell in it, consume, take up resources, and not contribute back. So that's my video for today.